recording that because why not? Archive footage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hey.
Don't do that. Nice cozy spot you have there.
This is one of my fortifications.
I think it's like a greater demon miracle or something.
Yep.
Oh no, that'd be like Zinch.
Yeah. By the way, I can summon mittens. And I've trained him to go after tan things, so. He's just one and done, so if he knocks it over, he's dead. Okay. So really, actually, we should do. Well, I guess. Do we want to do the army things and stuff after? Or...
Let's get the table set up, and then
yeah.
Stop that. So I will start with building, then we'll put more terrain up too, because just like an assortment.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get to. I ran out of what the crap this stuff is called. I always forget frock. Frocking. I ran out of frocking for those things, and I never got to it. Because that would be super cool to have. Yeah, I think just having like big, more realistic looking terrain is going to be huge too.
Yeah.
You know? Like actually having some freaking terrain features going on. Alright, so how does that work?
So settlement goes. I don't have very specific rules, but the idea is like it's in the middle of the battlefield. So I guess we keep it 12 inches from the sides and 24 from the long ends.
Okay.
But we can just do rough estimation right now. It's not super important. This is a pretty small battle.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking too? I was thinking that if we do the settlements like can tier up, that could be like this could be tier 1, you know?
Also like more buildings.
More buildings, and then like eventually once you get to a certain tier, you have to like it's on one side of the table instead of that because it's gonna be so big, you know. All right, so I set up the buildings first.
Mm-hmm. You set up all the terrain because you're defending.
Can I get into buildings?
Let's say not for now. Until we.
Oh my gosh.
You already got freaking fortification you're gonna throw all your cultists into.
Just asking. Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Oh no, this thing broke.
Did it?
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Where did it break? Oh.
Probably got knocked off in my.
Like 2 of those.
And the big foresty one is up there.
Oh yeah, we did like. Well.
Hmm. That's done.
I'm gonna do. Do like. Like evenly distribute these outside the village.
And use the non-finished ones?
Yeah, I like them.
You do?
Yeah.
Huh? Evenly?
Yeah.
Like per quadrant type of thing? Or...
Sure. You also get to set up a plasma cannon inside the village. Well, everything will go inside the village. And then I can deploy at either end. Or both. Which I probably won't do because I don't have very much.
I need to set that up inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty easy.
Don't block line of sight for it though.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do because it's
Yeah.
pretty big, but. I don't know, do you think that's enough terrain? Or should be more? It's like, I want it to be reasonable to approach if possible, but also like not too dense because you wouldn't have, I feel like you wouldn't have it set up to have a bunch of blind approaches on a settlement.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is a settlement, not a stronghold, so it's wherever they're settling, that might not have been their number one consideration, or at least how it would have grown or something like that.
Okay, we'll do the forest too then. Mostly just because I like the forest, it looks cool.
Put some trees other places.
Yeah, throw them. Some of those, yeah. It doesn't have to be like a whole other forest, just like a couple of trees or something. So it looks nice. Start getting you a collection of gravestones. Okay. I want to eventually make like vehicle wrecks too.
Eventually, make what?
Vehicle wrecks.
Oh, yeah.
I have the stuff to make like a flyer wreck. And I've got like all kinds of extra dreadnought bits. But like the tracked vehicles, I'm not sure about. So you got 2 characters. That should be enough to start you off.
Yeah, we need to get some just real lights. Eventually. Which of us was taking advantage?
So I think objectives should be a plasma obliterator. So like I have to destroy it. It's a pretty big deal. And like the church. Should we do 3 or should we keep it 2? 2 is harder for the attacker because you just have to
Objectives?
yeah, because if you win ties as the defender, so like if I only get 1 and you hold the other one, like I can't win.
I feel like the village is small, it would be 2.
That
could be something that adjusts with the tiers as well.
That was my thought. I was like 3 seems like a bit much for this size. I don't really care if it's hard. I want to be thematic.
Right. Well, it's kind of dumb to do everything we're doing, saying why we're doing it, and then just come up with like
Just stupid.
just really dumb things that don't make sense at all.
Like we could probably later on do like certain terrain features as well as like an objective.
Yeah, it would be cool too. Like if we ever got to the point of like where this or that settlement is like on the map and everything. Like if it's a fort, like if it's in the forest or something, and it's a foresting town, so we would have like a sawmill or something, or like if it's a mining town, there might be like a mine with like giant like rock piles of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Do that. I really want to do those mineral things. So I'm gonna get the Games Workshop. I think they do call it the tectonic drill or something.
What? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
And then there's also some like I found some stuff on Etsy as like mining extractors, so I think they look really good.
Yeah.
Get some of those and have those be in like mineral fields or in mining towns as well. And then I'll do like mineral clusters as well. But yeah, I plan to do my Tiberian themed crystals.
Yeah, I really like those.
Pretty easy to do with airbrush too.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm really happy with how this guy turned out. Redmond Boyle.
So,
Do you like his cape?
oh wow. Yeah, that's good, man. Did you freehand that?
No,
Okay.
that's a decal.
Yeah.
There's no way I cannot do like rippling capes because I can't figure out like the geometry of the shapes.
Yeah, how it changes off an angle or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I have no idea where to even begin with something like that.
No, I got the I bought some of the decal stuff so to like conform to shapes better. I was talking to Chris last night. He stopped by to get his model that I painted for him. I was like, yeah, man, we're gonna start the first game tomorrow, and we're gonna have like unit veterancy, and dude, orcs have some crazy ones. Like, they've got some as simple as just like red boots. He moves 1 inch faster, or just yellow body paint. When this character dies, every enemy unit within D6 suffers D3 mortal wounds. Because he explodes. And then I've got one that's like, he can loot the character that he's killed and take a piece of their war gear that is not a relic. Which could be absolutely ridiculous for rules.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take your jump pack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh. I was thinking, what if one day my Chaos Lord could ride the Helldrake?
Oh my god.
That'd be so cool. I mean, talk about thematic, you know, like it's you're taking like Warhammer 40k, which is this, you know, it's like take a medieval world and throw it into sci-fi.
Yeah.
You're gonna have dudes riding dragons. Like, you're gonna tell me that there's these things, just giant metal dragons, and no one's freaking riding them around? Like, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. Okay, so, yeah.
Then you deploy all your dudes.
Alright.
And I'm guessing all the cultists are going in the Blood Raider.
Yeah.
Honestly, why not? They're the squishiest. There are 20 of them.
They are the squishiest. Because the Poxwalkers don't have to do around.
Right.
Which is cool.
They can shoot out, or half of them can shoot out.
Yeah.
The Marines have armor.
Sure not. So yeah, just to clarify, this is the only different weapon.
Which one?
The heavy
Are they
sniper.
close combat and auto pistol, or are they?
No, they're all auto gun. Except for that guy's heavy sniper. Even the leader guys are auto guns.
Okay. Is it 2 units or 1?
It's 2 units. Okay. Do we need to keep track of that for them being inside?
Well, not for while they're inside, because like they can't get wounded while they're in there. Until that is gone or they get out, they can't take wounds.
Well, then I'll set them up over here nicely. In unit cohesion. Dude, I really like how these guys turned out.
Yeah, that's good. How many strongholds do you control? Do you remember? I know I've got 3. Do you have 3 or 4?
Strongholds.
Yeah, because that determines how many extra CPs you get. We don't get any for patrol detachments, but we do get 1 for being battle forged.
Yeah, just 3.
Okay, so we each get 4 CPs this battle. Okay. I think that's a good idea to change that, how the strongholds work.
What with the command points?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, it felt kind of weird.
Yeah, it was definitely clunky. I like the idea, but it's just a lot.
And then that gives way more reason to try and hold on to strongholds. And like, I mean, that would make sense. Like, if you hold these massive castles, then that would give you more like command power over the population and your troops. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe not your troops. I don't know if that would make sense. But all right. Oh, you know what, buddy? I'm a battalion.
You're 2 separate attachments.
Right, yeah, how are we doing this? Because the way I always understood it, and that's fine for this, the way I always understood it, I guess we got off on like a different direction there, was I thought that the garrison patrol detachments would be like tethered to a warlord.
Nope. Completely independent.
So
they can
they're just running around.
Yeah, they can never have like a warlord trait on the champion.
They can never join an army.
No.
Why not?
You can transfer units to an army if you want it. Or yeah, you could dissolve them and merge them into the army. Yeah, if you wanted to do that, you totally could.
I mean, because that's kind of what I always thought, because they're not warlords, that they're like, hey, freaking Big Sarge, go do this, you know, from the warlord type of thing.
No, independent group. The only advantage that you would have from being a battalion is 1 more, or is it 3 more CPs? But that's a huge supply cost that you're jumping, because right now they're 2 half points. You'd be doubling that.
Yeah.
By merging them.
Well, that wasn't my intention. I was just like, I need to look at that, because it's 4. Mm-hmm. So we can just keep it like how you had it, you know, 2 patrol detachments.
And you can do that again, just have like this patrol detachment, this patrol detachment.
Right.
Getting in the rhino.
I really wish this could carry 11.
Yeah.
Not 10. It's like.
Yeah. The new Primaris transports are going to carry 6.
Yeah.
Even though they don't have weapons on them, it looks like they look like transports. And I didn't even realize that's what that was.
It's my secret notebook.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read it at all. I like looked at it. But just like glazed over it.
I mean, you could figure it out, but you'd have to look at it to actually figure out.
I think I set my phone on it.
Like using like
this is there.
Yeah, no, this was joking. Yeah, Poxwalker's gonna go on the freaking radio.
Oh, they are. The greens.
No.
I am gonna get those. At least one of those Primaris transports when they come out, though.
I think.
Because they can get a 4 invulnerable shield.
So I cannot get into.
No, not right now. I'll.
You know what? Alright, yeah, the Marines are gonna go into the. Do it. I want to heal inside.
There's combat squad in the Marines, but half of them in the Rhino. And put. Well, he can't go in, but he could. Is he?
He's regular armor.
Is he a psyker?
No. But he has a debuff to psykers.
So I almost brought 2 assassins, but then I was like, I really want to have a spy being able to be utilized still. And the other one, I I don't know would have been all that helpful in this fight. There's definitely a particular spy I wish I had in this fight. What would you like your collection of graves?
Man, I don't freaking know. Another strategic implications of this battle.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good battle.
Yeah. Somebody has 2 detachments. Yeah, when I got these, I thought I only ordered 88, but turns out I got 2 packs of 88.
So I did with these trees. I got 2 packs of them, and when I got one, I was like, well, no, they just threw them all into a box. Like, it's a giant box of trees. Like, dang, it's a lot of freaking trees.
Yeah.
Ah, Kyle, I don't know. Because I can't get inside the freaking buildings. So you just kind of like out and out.
My worry with buildings is we're going to have to come up with like damage tables, and which I don't mind doing, but it's going to take some work.
So I don't get any fortifications though.
No. I mean, do.
I meant, yeah, okay. I meant like freaking sandbag emplacements and stuff.
No, I gotta come up with cost for those, and
Well, I was thinking that those would be tied to the action potentially, because like fortify,
right,
you know.
Right now actions only apply to the matrix. I do want to incorporate some other thing to fortify, because I feel like freaking fortifying. I kind of want to have a rule for sandbags other than just like it's covered. Like, I don't know. And once we start getting,
Is there a limit? Like, what's my limit? Like, just inside the.
I'd say like within 2 inches of a building, or
Within the.
or like in, like obviously in, but as far as like outside, no more than 2 inches.
Yeah. You're not going to do it. Disgusting. Dude, there's some pretty good.
Yeah, they're really good models.
I was thinking like the Games Workshop always comes out with some rules that are just like, what in the freaking world? You know, like how is this? How do we even come here?
Yeah.
How did we get here? Who is in charge of this? You know.
Yeah.
But whoever is in charge of their freaking modeling has just been crushing it for years. You know, like
they really have.
Like setting the freaking tone.
The Marines are getting a little not so dynamic in how you can build them.
That's true.
But
that was the same thing with these guys, the Death Grip guys in this.
Yeah. Like for the Poxwalkers, that's fine. Whatever. But for like Marines,
yeah.
Well, I kind of want to have him not be holding his gun in such a stupid way.
Yeah. Pile of Marines.
That's what the Navy guys say.
So no front or side armor, so
Watch Boondock Saints again with Justin.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was painting the gravestones. It's like
just like it.
Yeah, she loved it.
Yeah, that's good. That's been good.
She thought Willem Dafoe also was like the best part of the movie. She actually, her favorite character was the Tourette's guy, but he's only in for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
I mean, Willem Dafoe like definitely makes the movie, but the brothers also make the movie.
Really,
you know, it's,
yeah.
Is the cat scene? The cat scene's in that one, right? Yeah, that's. Oh my gosh. You're just like.
I think she jumped. She thought one of them got shot.
Where's the cat?
I can't believe that happened. That's so incredible.
Okay.
You deployed?
Yep.
Where is your Terminator?
So then Boxwalker gaggle too. Because I don't know where to put him. Here. Put squishy people around him.
Yeah. Oh, they're both there.
Yeah. I can't get in buildings. I was just gonna get in buildings and have you just come to me. I see you. What is that?
That's a
Stupid assassin.
yeah, with a sniper rifle. Well, actually, it's a she model. It's very, very good against characters.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I've seen some battle reports of that. It's kind of
Fortunately, there's no cover over here. But I feel okay.
Wait, how many freaking hold on? Who all can shoot out of the freaking dude?
10 models.
10 models?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do this differently.
Bastard.
We're gonna do this differently. Alright. Heavy Stubber dude. Squad. Heavy Stubber squad is in there. The Poxwalkers are in there. They can't shoot. We're replacing Poxwalkers for the squad.
Yeah, because you can like disembark. Whatever. Once I start getting close. If I start getting close. Very worried about my Marines. Very worried. Does my flyer look too clean? I was just like looking at it, it's like a lot of blank surface area. Which I'm not used to. I'm not used to having such clean models.
Yeah.
I was going to put bigger stripes on it, but didn't want to.
Is that from your strategic reserves? Oh, you got a freaking dreadnought?
Yeah. Yeah, these are from Strategic Reserve. All that's what I had. I even bought the Aggress Rocket Pod. I was like, man, if I get surprised by a Helldrake, it's going to be a rough day.
Yeah. No. I wasn't expecting you to just freaking go for the battle so soon.
Well, I needed to. You're starting to run away with power level.
But you're about to balance it out.
Okay, not 24. That's way too close. So we'll do... Does 16 seem reasonable, or should we keep it to 12? 16's here, 12's here. Normally, you're 24, but then your opponent's on the opposite side.
Honestly, because we're putting it in the middle,
12?
I'd say 12.
Sounds good.
Just because that still is pretty freaking close. Like, you're within a good advanced distance of being up to the freaking...
That might provide you some cover from that thing. And... It's like the Eye of Sauron. There's no hiding from it.
Oh, we watched Fellowship of the Ring last night.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna watch through that.
These are such good movies. We recently watched those with Lucas.
Dude, I don't say this conclusively because I just don't know the exact chronological order of every freaking movie that's existed, but that Lord of the Rings was definitely one of the most, like, the last done trilogies or movies that were at that level of epicness and awe and just good.
I agree.
Good cinema.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of the last ones. Because, I mean, we've talked about this several times. But just the crap they're making now is just pretty much garbage.
Yeah.
Across the board, except for a few. Far and few between exceptions.
Yeah, Jess was saying, like, her friends want to take her to, well, they all want to go together to see It 2. A sequel to the remake. Like, what?
I've heard that it's terrible.
It's just like, you can watch it with me? Like, I have no desire to watch it with you, but whatever.
Man, that's one of those where our movie making people, decision makers, I guess you would call them, do not have the freaking maturity anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they've lost it all for the sake of political correctness and diversity and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, if you're making a movie about diversity, that's awesome. But don't throw, like, one thing and do every freaking possible thing. Like, just because it doesn't, like, specifically call out any, moral high ground, virtue signaling position every possible chance, doesn't mean it's freaking like a Nazi, homophobe, racist movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you can tell which movies are Nazi, homophobe, racist? It's the Nazi, homophobe, racist movies. Those are the ones that you could probably have a safe bet are Nazi, homophobe, racist.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's just like, oh yeah, well, in my movie, we try to address the certain social injustices. Like, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares what you think, anyways. Like, you think that we all care, but we don't freaking care.
Just entertain me.
Yes, like, we're paying you for one freaking job, and you're just sucking at it now.
Yeah. Alright.
How many ones of these premieres?
There's just 2.
D-bags? Oh, just 2. Oh, just 2. Oh, I thought that you were gonna have the ones that are like hooked up to the power.
So they don't. That kit from Dark Imperium doesn't have that. Their guns are slightly different too. Like, I actually bought another kit of these guys because I really think they're cool.
Yeah.
Like those, like this spot on the gun right here is different than the normal kit.
Like the normal plasma?
Yeah. They're like sideways on the actual kit. So the ones with the backpacks are heavy weapons. Normally, compared to like the rapid fire, they're not worth taking. But because I can move and shoot without penalty essentially, and reroll ones with heavy weapons as Iron Hands, I'm going to equip them with that.
Okay.
But otherwise, normally these. Oh crap! I need him with them. Dang it! I need the captain with them so they can supercharge.
So these aren't heavy weapons, though, right?
No, they're rapid fire. Dang it. You guys suck. No, but I want him to fight. I want him to get XP.
I really wish I had a sorcerer in this.
I mean, maybe you could take out the drone. Whatever. You also get experience for shooting stuff too. It's not just close combat. Okay. Deployment. Attacker goes first. Defender may roll for C's. Yeah. Check the summit rules. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Nice. Oh yeah, I was thinking too for the archive footage, and we could tie this into different footage too, but mainly for the archive footage. Because what I want the archive footage to turn into is basically whenever we end up doing live streaming, like that experience.
Yeah.
And I want the archive footage to be more than just, hey, we just put the camera in the corner and press play.
Right.
Or record. I want it to be more than that, but, you know, I still wanted to maintain that feel of like, I don't want to spend the time to go through hours and hours of footage.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's why we're doing the shorter videos, to give those people that don't want to sit through that a chance to actually see what's going on without spending that much time.
Yeah.
But for those that do, it's there. I want to try and make that as entertaining as possible too, and as in depth or whatnot.
Right.
So what I was thinking about that was just like incorporating like a dice box with a dice game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's too easy to take that footage and throw it into a corner, add some transparency a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, I wouldn't do this because I don't think that I actually like it, but how Gold Squadron does their dice cam, have you seen that? It's just like in the middle. I think that works with X-Men, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should do Das Deployment. Yeah.
I'm already deployed.
No, like explaining it to the people.
Right.
Dude, we're recording this.
What are you talking about? So that was the longest I've ever grown my beard.
Really? Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it.
Really?
Like, I got past the major itchy phase.
Yep.
And then I was just like, I hate how this feels.
Yep.
Like, it's like it wasn't much, but I could like feel like a weight on my face.
Yeah.
And it just like always felt dirty.
Yeah. Have I shown you my beard pictures?
I don't think so.
Dude, they're so when I can, then I'm definitely always rocking a beard.
Yeah.
Always. Always have. But yeah, no, I gotta like keep the neck, because that's what bothers me. It's the neck.
Really?
It's not everything else. It's just the neck.
The neck didn't bother me at all.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, no, it's the neck that is the thing that bothers me.
In fact, that's the one part of my beard that I was like completely happy with. I was like, it's a good neck beard.
Yeah. So I grew it out like really, really long. It was like the first chance that I'd ever been able to like really, really grow it out long.
Yeah.
And but I didn't do. I was just like, I'm not even touching it, you know. And like it got really freaking long.
Yeah.
And I just dealt with the uncomfortable neckness. But the way it grew out, because I didn't mess with the neck at all, it looked really, really bad and weird. And Mins, you freaking retard, stop it. He always does that, man. He just starts just patting things. Yeah, no, and but then I went back and basically grew it out really, really, really long again, but I trimmed the neck the whole time, and it looked so much better.
Yeah.
And it actually looked so much better, and it felt so much better.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so I'm about to do this. Another good thing about the GoPro is that red light blinking means that it's recording. And when it stops recording, it's really annoying and loud, so you know.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, so
Coffee.
Alright, here's deployment. We've got the settlement in the middle here. The deployment / the table. Settlement in the middle here, the way it worked is he's attacking my settlement, so I set up the settlement and the terrain with I had to set it up, kind of evenly. And then he can deploy on either side of the village or the settlement. So he's got a couple guys over here, this lone assassin out in the middle of freaking nowhere. And then, what is the thing called?
Storm Talon.
Storm Talon. Yep. Storm Talon. Those two are from his strategic reserve. And then he was attacking my settlement, and I had a fortification in it, which you see the plasma obliterator. That's right. And you can see my troops, the Death Guard, or the Evil Plague. Do you get it? Do you get it? Yeah. Deployed here in the middle. Got my Chaos Cultist, 1 unit of them, and then the Chaos Lord and the Noxious Blightbringer. I have 10 Poxwalkers and 10 Chaos Cultists in the Obliterator. And then my the Plague Marine squad with 2 Blight Launchers and a Plasma Gun in the Rhino. And my Hellbrute with the Multi-Melta there. And then just I'm going to have to get back to you on the Chaos Lord, what he has, because he's got something else, but it's in my notebook somewhere. Yeah, and then so Kyle, Kyle, why don't you go ahead and...
So I've got my 5-man intercessors.
Yep.
That's it. They're boring. I have my Redemptor Dreadnought. He's got the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon and an onslaught Gatling cannon and Icarus rocket pod and Stormbolters. And then here we have Hellblasters and Redmond Boyle.
Redmond Boyle.
A Primaris captain in Gravis armor.
Mm.
And on the other side, we have my lovely Vindicare assassin. Nice alternative model there. And a Storm Talon with, checking real quick what I put on it. So it's got its, it's one of the missile pods, the non-anti-flyer missile pod.
Yep. So that's the Steel Talons, Kyle's force. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, just recap the Evil Plague Death Guard. Overall, I have 2 units of 10 Chaos Cultists. 1 unit has a heavy stubber. The rest of them are just pure auto gun vanilla. 10 Poxwalkers, 10 Plague Marines, 2 Blight Launchers and Plasma Gun inside the Plague Marine squad, and then Rhino and Hellbrute with Multi-Melta and the Plasma Obliterator. All right, on to turn 1.
Oh man, that's my strongest weapon of strength 8. Unless the Dreadnought can get in there and start punching it.
Okay, so you go first.
Well, you can roll to seize.
Ah!
Freaking kidding me!
Montez Habibi. For those on the archive footage, I just rolled to seize initiative after the evil laugh, so I called it, just in case you were wondering. So I'm actually...
Bombs there too.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those things are so, like, oily.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, they are, but I like them a lot. Turn 1!
Yeah.
Starting turn 1, not the turn 1 recap.
Oh, yeah.
That's important. For me, when I'm editing later, freaking sieged initiative like a boss. Man, this is huge. This is huge. That was huge for me. But I still don't know what I want to freaking do with it. Yeah, they are, but I do really like the croissants.
Well, I'd like them better if they weren't glazed. They were just a croissant.
I'm sure that they do that.
They didn't give me a free one like that. Oh, yeah. They're just like, hey, you want this? Like, yeah.
You know what? I gotta do movement first. Dang it.
No, you don't have to move. You can just stay there.
I'm scared of those plasma guys.
They're not that scary.
Yeah, but they can hurt things that your other guys can't necessarily hurt.
Not really. They get to strength 8, I think, they overcharge.
You're freaking assassin. You're gonna bring an assassin to every freaking battle, and it's gonna be the gayest thing ever.
Because I want those spy actions.
Yeah, but you're not just gonna get like 5 assassins on the roster and call it good.
They're too expensive. Like 8 power level.
Yeah. But you could totally feasibly just get like 2 of them and pretty much be able to rotate them out.
I have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But they're very specialized. So like, you charge that dude, he's done.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, your bulk is over here. I mean, this was a good call, like separating them like that, because I want to, but because that,
I mostly did it for line of sight purposes.
You what?
I mostly did it because of line of sight.
Yeah. But that was huge, because if I could just go in the same direction.
Yeah.
But now I'm worried about separating the forces, which could be huge for you.
Just
All right.
put that.
So what I'm going to do...
I have to come to you, so I either have to, well, I have to destroy the plasma proliferator or I lose. I cannot win if I don't destroy it. And then I have to additionally at least contest the church.
Yeah, I thought that the base leadership for these dudes was 6. No, the leader is 6. The base is 5.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. I think even guardsmen are
Oh,
here.
I gotta see what So I think that I gave I think it's just a melee weapon now. Oh,
Provides
I forgot to mention. This is Burgle von Nurgle.
fighting the. So our two big boys are facing off.
I know.
Director Red. Well, not. I guess director is kind of a weird title for 40K, but it sounds pretty good. Director Redmond Boyle.
Okay, yeah, no, he has a bale sword. That's what it is. So he just has a regular.
That one's a pretty.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was
big deal.
No, I was seeing if it was a Shusty weapon change. Yeah, he's turn or something. Let's run away from that assassin.
Just ignores, all saves, including invulnerable saves.
Oh, I hate that.
I think my favorite assassin is the Eversword, though. I use the Vindicator the most, but my favorite, is the Eversword. He's just like this crazy, roided up dude that just gets in there and shreds people.
Yeah. Okay, so that's movement. Let's stop it and do a whole nother freaking whole nother video. We're gonna get our arrows out, dude. Brah.
The arrows. It's just your arrows right now.
Which keeps us from doing the dumb. I'm not gonna put an arrow for the halberd.
Yeah, going sufficient there.
Well, no, I've just kind of nudged the halberd over a little bit, but
Oh, I see.
I don't want to. Yeah, that's something that kills me with a lot of the battle reports. It's just, all right, here's my movement phase. I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I did this.
Or even better, record while they move.
Yeah.
Let me move my 50 guardsmen here real quick.
Yeah.
Measure each one.
Which I'm hoping that by doing like an archive footage, where, hey, if you want that, you can have it.
Yeah.
But for everyone else that doesn't have, I mean, I imagine most people just like throw this on while they're painting, or
Yeah.
because that's how I would do a lot of it.
Oh, my shutter speed's a little
No card in camera. Oh, dang it.
What do you need? Is it a regular XC? Because I got that.
Probably.
I
left it my laptop.
Yeah, I got one.
It's like, why is the shutter going so slow?
Oh, man. And I don't do legs often, but
When I do,
when I do,
it's stairs.
yeah. Where did I put it?
Oh, don't worry about it.
It's somewhere around here. So look around. It's in the like the plastic. Here it is.
Most good.
Okay. So I moved there. Shifting. Alright. So that season initiative was huge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I was going to just snap your Terminator Lord instantly. Probably kill him. Oh, I gotta change that shutter speed. That's really bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that unit into your dudes out in the open there. Look at the Chaos Lord, and I was like, bolt pistol. But the Terminator owner is a combi bolter.
Do not want flash.
Noxious Blight Bringer. A Cursed Plague Bell. Oh, that's actually a weapon?
That's a nice little shot.
That's just a pistol. Okay. You give me the... No. I'll grab it.
See if your pistol's in range.
No, it's definitely not. So only two guys can't see. Oh, man. I only have one guy in rapid fire range. So that's a plus.
Yeah.
Alright, so rapid fire guy. And then the other 7 because 2 can't see. Alright, and then combi bolter is going to be red.
Okay. High definition telephoto.
Alright. What is it? Combi bolter is just a bolter until you add something?
They're different now.
Well, this says line from the combi weapons, so I think that right now it's just the bolter profile.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I haven't done anything with that. Okay, so red is at... Oh, I'm also going to go to ground. Totally going to go to ground. Just use this, your brown one. Go to ground! Which means he adds +1 to your ballistic skill and adds +1 to your cover save. Alright, cool. So 2 up and 3 up. Alright, and then so I can reroll hit rolls of 1. Mine only fails for 1, so that was nice. Okay, so auto gun strength 3 to your 4 still? Strength or toughness 4?
Toughness 4.
So
The only ones that are not toughness 4 are the vehicles and the captain.
5, 1.
Just seems a lot of
And
AP
then-
on those too, huh?
And 3. Alright, so that's a bolter. And the other guy is the other gun.
3 up. 6 up, feel no pain. No, because of Iron Hands.
Yes! I got a wound!
Yeah, you did.
What's the profile for the obliterator?
Hold on. Almost. It has ballistic skill 5. Heavy 2d6. What are you shooting at?
Oh, your squad.
It's 3
Oh,
shots.
wait.
That's rough.
No, I was gonna shoot it here. That's what I was
This one?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do with that guy. That is rough. Very cool. What is it?
So
Weapon
no,
skill,
it's
or DS?
ballistic skill 5, so 5 and 6s.
Can you go to ground? Alright.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Whoa! That was. I had 3 shots with the plasma obliterator.
This is gonna be horrible.
Which sucks, but then I rolled 3 freaking 5s. So those interesting.
Need 2s.
Interested. Alright. Oh yeah, all wound. Ah.
I still get.
We're gonna
6
see a
armor.
tombstone. What do you get?
I get a 6 up armor save.
6 of armor. And then a field up still?
Yeah. Dang it. And these do 2 wounds apiece.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that could be huge. Dude, this could be really bad for you. That was really bad for you. That was really bad for you. I'm not so worried about your stupid assassin anymore. Oh, wow. Alright, well, I mean. Oh, yeah, I still got other guys to shoot. I'm gonna do the cultist squad in there to your other guys.
Mhm.
Man. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. Alright. 9 cultists with auto guns. And then heavy silver, just 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy 3. So, alright, here's a question. If they're in there,
Mhm.
if the theory behind go to ground is that their ballistic skill increases because they're bracing their weapon on stuff,
So you get that.
so you'd automatically be gone to ground for the effects of that, right? Because that's just thematically that makes sense. Alright, so
The only reason I'd say you wouldn't get it is thematically is like you're limited on your firing arc based on the structure. But
I would say that would limit who can shoot and not limit. Because
Right,
if you
yeah.
have a peephole, you're going to be
yeah, I agree.
3 up. And you don't get to reroll those. All the heavy silver went. Heavy silver is strength 4, so 5s and black ones are 4 up.
Or horns. I feel no pain. Hey, drop another one.
Bro, this game has gone all my way. Seize initiative, bro. That's where it started for you.
It's like, oh no.
That's where it started for you. Alright,
No.
big guy. I don't even think I have range.
You don't think you have range.
See, I don't have range on this one. Oh, it's a multi-melta.
Yeah. It's gonna be 48 inches.
I'm gonna shoot at your big boy anyways.
Okay. Wait up.
Do we even have a line
Maybe a line of sight.
I can hardly see you though.
Oh.
I mean, I can still see you. I can see the top of it. Did you get, what, cover save for that?
Probably concealment too. If it's,
Yeah, cover and concealment.
Yeah.
Whereas your other dude's just out in the open.
And you moved, so it's a -2.
-2.
Because it's heavy weapon.
I thought, oh man.
Yeah.
Alright, whatever. Yeah, I'm going after dudes out in the open.
So just a -1 then. Because they don't have concealment.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yep, so 4 up then. So 3 up and 4 up. Success.
He gets on a 2 on them? Jeez.
Huh?
How crazy was this one?
Wait. I mean, that was 6, but.
Oh, 3, so it'd normally be a 4 up.
Because I moved.
But you hit it.
Yeah, but you didn't have any concealment or anything.
Right. But you moved with a heavy weapon.
Yeah. So maybe 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you said 2 up. Jeez.
Did I say 2 up?
Yeah.
Oh.
2 up to the 3 up.
My bad.
Doesn't matter, you still hit it.
Yeah, so.
You did 2.
Yep.
Ha! Yes! Finally! I would prefer that over here though, but guys with actually good hands. Whew. Is it over yet?
I guess that's all I can shoot.
Oh boy.
Yep. So. Yep. Yep.
That was horrible. It's so bad. Alright. What do I need to do to see? Ah, that's all I need to do. I can still get you. That's my movement for this guy. 7.
So he can move and then still do all that crazy crap.
He doesn't shoot quite as well when he moves because it's a heavy weapon. Make sure I have the rules up for him because I know he wasn't feeling the one storms. In a second. This thing has to move at least 20 inches. Otherwise, it goes into hover or crashes. So bad. Freaking get up to this thing, fellas. So I can move 5 inches if I go in there. Kind of still want to shoot, but.
Wait, so what am I keeping track of again for unit veterancy?
For just general units, if they survive at the end with 50% or more.
Keeping track of those wounds that they cause? Or that's just characters?
Just how, they have to survive the battle with 50% of their strength remaining.
Okay.
Characters, you're tracking how many kills they get. Assassins don't get that. They're stacked on for this.
Okay.
So I can move basically up to that. Still see. Here. This guy is slightly slower because of his heavy armor.
Oh, do you have to roll leadership for that?
Yeah. You have to kill at least 4 in a single shooting phase.
Oh, to get above their
Overall
leadership.
check,
I'd have to roll a 6 on their leadership, and then re-roll a 6.
That's another huge thing with multi-wound models in this, with that leadership thing is, was the old leadership, was it, old leadership, was it?
Movement's yellow?
Yeah.
Old leadership was, if you took 25%.
Was it
or
wounds
more.
though, or models?
No, they would actually run. They would
Yeah, I
run
remember
to the
that.
Table edge.
But the
Oh.
trigger of leadership does. The morale check.
I think it was models, if I remember correctly. That's tough. I can't quite remember. It was wounds and models. And then you roll.
When you want some more coffee, let me know. And
I'm probably good. And then you roll 2d6, and you have to roll under their leadership as they start to run. Marines would auto pass their next check to like see if they routed or rallied. That's all my movement. You have more yellow arrows. You have more yellow arrows, or you can steal yours?
if you want
2 more.
to go to ground or anything, we just use the brown
Yeah, I think I'll be going to ground.
things for who?
All my Marines.
Oh, sweet. Oh, you got it.
The sniper doesn't make to go to ground. Because it moves fast.
Whatever.
Alright.
Float your boat, Kyle.
Where's my rules list? Am I ready?
No?
Yeah, Patrick,
You had it out.
I just freaking had it.
You had it out.
It's not in my pockets. Oh, it's in the wrong pocket, that's why. It's not my phone pocket. Alright.
Freaking loser.
We will start with the spy. The assassin.
Get my gravestones ready.
Alright, assassin.
Not for this one though. Freaking Burgle von Nurgle.
So
He's gonna boss it out.
Has a ballistic skill of 2+. Faultless aim. I did not remove stationary, so I don't get faultless aim. Alright, I'm shooting. Bird von Nurgle. I can't see the other guy.
You douche.
I'm command pointing that.
No!
I'm command pointing that.
No!
For sure.
Oh, I should have command pointed that. I completely forgot. Dang it.
There we go.
That was almost going to be a 1 again.
Does rolling a 6 to hit?
Dang it, dude.
Extra.
I have not played 8th edition hardly enough to...
It's like, that is not happening.
Always forget, man.
I need this shot.
I should have command pointed the freaking multi-multi. Wasted another one of your dudes.
Freaking
dang it!
No, I get extra on a to wound shot, but not a to hit shot. So now I wound you on a 2 because you're infantry. I can't command point again.
What? Because like you only do one command, one stratagem, and one turn.
I don't know.
or
I
something
gotta
like that?
check. I really.
We need to get rid of that dice.
This is horrible. This is.
Oh man.
This can't be
I'm
happening.
telling you, bro. Burgle von Nurgle.
This cannot be happening. This is like my ace in the hole.
Burgle von Nurgle. Yeah, but you weren't going up. You didn't. He's never witnessed the sheer brutality of Burgle von Nurgle. Yep. Rules check, people.
me look for this rule. It's the wherever you. It's got like 3 of them at the bottom. The 3 things you can spend CPs on. One's auto pass morale, one's a reroll the die,
on you.
and one is. I don't remember what the 3rd one is. I never use it.
1, 2, 3. I want my milk and cookies. Hurry up.
You know, some of us aren't in the army anymore. And hate those stupid sing-songs. Actually, I hated them even when I was in the army, so it doesn't. Battle Forge, here it is. Okay, command reroll. It's not saying it's limited. I know you can't reroll a reroll, so this is a different roll. I think what I'm doing is I'm mixing all kinds of game systems together. There's some game I play where once you get 1 reroll per turn. Like if you spend the reroll, it might be Warhammer, and I've forgotten.
Yeah, but there's a different roll though. Like I could say
Right.
like you couldn't. Well, could you that? Maybe. Is that even a thing? I mean, it says right here.
Under strength units, command.
Unless otherwise noted, you can use the same strategy multiple times during the course of the battle. So that says that.
So unless it was an FAQ.
Let's see. $177 for rerolls. Let's see, unless there's something specific
About rerolls.
about rerolls.
I think I was just gonna say you can't reroll rerolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Wait,
177?
that's what it said. It was
Movement.
index. I know, that's why I'm really confused right now. Did I look at it?
Fast rolling dice. Rerolls, it's 178. Some rules allow you to reroll a dice roll, which means you get to roll some or all the dice again. You can never reroll a dice more than once, and rerolls happen for any modifiers. Alright, well.
But physically, it was the same dice.
Alright.
It means you can't re-roll it, dude.
I swear if I roll another 1,
Come on.
I might throw this die over.
Burgle von Nurgle! Yes! Freaking Burgle von Nurgle! You just rolled 3 freaking ones in a row, dude.
No, there was
Instant.
a 6. I rolled 1.
Alright, not in a row. But you still wasted 2 of your command. How do you feel right now? I mean,
I feel like we've wrong.
just for posterity's sake. Oh, man. I feel like we were playing X-Wing the other night and Julian just like barely hit that rock.
Fine, huh?
At least there's
I'm gonna
donuts.
execute that assassin. After this battle, just like, you know,
Kill
you're
yourself.
never returning to the fight.
Dude, that was terrible. I'm sorry, you know, outside of this game. Inside of this game, screw you. But outside of this game, as a friend, I'm sorry.
I need to just waste some cultists now. Oh my gosh.
Freaking Burgle von Nurgle, baby.
Where's the...
Just like he's looking at his scope and he's like, oh my gosh,
That guy is ugly.
look at that. Look at that specimen of chaos.
So normally I have my rules memorized and I can't even recall them right now. I'm so like...
You're so flustered.
Stuck.
Good times.
Bolt rifles, they're audible. They just have bolt rifles. Okay, so they're in rapid fire range. So just get 2 shots apiece.
Good.
4 of them remaining.
Times.
Oh my gosh. So my intercessors shooting your cultists.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's
You get a
fine.
reroll?
I don't care about that. Oh,
You don't,
I
because he's over here.
I rolled half the shots I get.
Yeah, you did.
See how flustered I am? Still gonna watch. I don't care. It's fine. It's okay.
It's because they're tired. They just marched across this barren plain that looks like an
Freaking
ocean.
assassin!
He's tired too. He's carrying.
Freaking assassin!
He's carrying a piece of freaking wall with him. Like, who does that?
Well, those are all wounds.
Alright.
At -1. Do you even have armor? Like
6.
okay, so you get a 6 because you went to ground.
Cool.
That's 5.
Come on, 6.
Hey,
I got 2.
3 die.
Alright. Yep. These are these multi-tombstone.
Yep. Convenient, aren't they?
Well, let's get rid of you 2 in the deck. Or you 3 in the deck.
So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fire. So the Dreadnought, his Onslaught Gatling Cannon, is going to fire the Cultist, the heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, and the Icarus Rocket Pod into Brute. Oh, and the Stormbolters into them as well. Alright, let's start with the thing that's not going to hit anything, which is the Rocket Pod. Gets D3 shots. Okay, 3. I ignore heavy weapon from movement. Hitting on a 3-up. But it's an anti-fire weapon, so it's on 4s.
You know, it'd be an intense rule for strategic reserves.
Once.
And you'd have to have some way of, like, maybe you write down on an index card or something and turn it over. It'd be freaking intense. Like, thematically intense. If you didn't have to announce, like, what strategic reserves you have.
I mean, I haven't.
Huh?
I haven't. Did you do that? Oh, you mean like
Like,
during
for the
deployment?
game. Yeah. Like, you could keep them in reserve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was even
Like, what
possibly thinking like they have to be in reserve for the first turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure yet. We'll get there.
That might make sense, though. Because otherwise, then it's like you have an army.
You know.
I mean, here it's like you never know.
But then
It'd be like
things
a call
drop
for
pods,
fire.
though. Drop pods, I feel like could be pretty instantaneous.
Yeah. But you think about it though, like a call for fire though, like I don't know.
So I got AP -1, so that's just gonna ignore the cover that I'm shooting through a rock right now.
Maybe if you're attacking, you can do that, like with drop off and stuff. But if you're not attacking, it's gonna be if you're ever in a reactive stance.
Yeah. So you're gonna take an armor save at -1 because I'm in my Devastator doctrine right now.
Okay.
So only a -2 AP. One of it's being negated by your cover save. So your armor -1.
Where's he going?
Your Dreadnought.
Oh.
So it's gonna be a 4-up.
Oh.
Okay, is he disgusting?
He is.
So I'm gonna roll 2 for that because it does 2 damage.
He is. No.
He's not disgusting.
He's not disgusting.
So he just takes 2 damage then.
Okay. And then after this, I roll on 6. I get to do stuff.
So rage out.
Yeah.
That's just once per turn. Like you don't get to do that every time I do damage to you, right?
No, at the end of any phase, in which this model suffers
So at the end of the phase, right? So just once.
of any phase.
So we're in the shooting phase. So the shooting phase would have to end.
Yeah.
So I do all my attacks against you, and then you roll.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I'm saying that shooting, and then if you got me in the fight phase too.
Right. So same target. This is a heavy onslaught Gatling gun.
Oh, God.
Cannon, whatever it is. I get to reroll 1s for my calculated purity, devastator, doctrine nonsense.
Where's he going?
Same target.
You whore.
This time I believe I need.
Oh, wait, so
5.
I would have rolled that at the end of the phase.
Yeah. It doesn't matter though. You took damage. So that's 1 at a 4-up armor save. And this will do 1 damage if you fail it. So don't fail it.
4 up, so?
Huh! 1 more damage, sucker! Make a major comeback right now. Alright. So now, shoot at the cultists. Ones. Strength 5, their toughness 3, so I need 3s. That's 4 dead cultists. You don't get a save. This is AP minus 2.
4 dead cultists?
Yeah. Just got shredded.
Okay.
And I have one final weapon to fire at them. Just my storm bolters.
Oh, 4 cultists. 1, 2, 4. Wow. Not heavy weapons, so I don't reroll the ones.
Moving on 3s, you will get your save from this though. You'll have a 5 up. 3 5-ups. Two more. And then I'm done shooting them if you want to take your morale. Are they disgusting?
No. 2 more?
Yeah.
My,
I love them. Are they disgusting?
my one dude left. I don't think there's any possible way.
You could auto pass them around with a command point.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. Oh no, it's 2 command points.
How many? I have 4.
Yeah, we each have. Well, I have 2 now.
Well,
So,
run away.
well, that went well.
Slaughtered the entire squad. This is the first blood.
Well, there's no. Well, I guess my captain
I love these gravestones.
will try to
Tombstones.
see if he has a range on the obliterator and.
Does he just have a pistol? Or, no, he's got.
It is
you're
considered a
saying-
pistol. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
no.
basically it's called a bolt storm gauntlet, but it's pistol 3, so it's 18 inches. There's no way that's in range.
So I was thinking an easy way for us to decipher, because I know he just said pistol, but anything that has an in-game, in real game range of 12 or less does the half the original value and add it.
Okay.
Anything more, so if an 18-inch weapon, then you double it. That's what I was thinking. That or 24 inches. I don't know. I feel like 24 inches is everything in the game that's 24 inches is like a rifle type of thing. So maybe we could do that instead. Anything below 24 inches in the game, you
Just take a look real quick.
half the original value and add it.
I know I have like 18-inch weapons.
Yeah, let's do that. There's not very many.
Wow, there's a pistol with a 16-inch range. Interesting.
Yeah, so let's do
Yeah,
that.
I think like
Let's do that one.
things under that are usually like assault weapons, like submachine guns and stuff.
Yeah, I mean
Those lads are gonna supercharge. Hopefully they'll kill themselves. Just finish themselves off. It's only one mortal wound though, so they'll live. I'm firing at the. That's my warrior. Maybe it'll. Captain makes the reroll. Okay, they'll hit. So strength 8, I need 5s. 1 at.
How do you say that?
So you have a 3-up armor. But I might. Where's the monsters? Dude, I'm so flustered. Plasma incinerator. You don't get a save because it's a -4.
-4, yeah.
So you just get. This is 2 damage.
2 damage. How many wounds did it start off with?
20.
Cool.
So that's like no big deal, dude. And finally, I have the Storm Talon. Got Typhoon missiles. I'm gonna fire the Typhoon missiles at the Plasma Obliterator. And my Assault Cannon. I will fire. Oh, there's no cultists. I was gonna fire at them.
Well, thanks for reminding me. Poor
I'll
cultist.
just fire everything at it. Screw it.
Oh, your storm down?
Yeah.
At the obliterator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really need it to go. So I've got. Oh, it's 12. Jeez. Heavy 12. I will be hitting you on 2s because I've got strafing run, which means I shoot ground targets better. You're rolling 1s because of my doctrine and iron hands. They all hit. Now I need 5s. 5s. Yeah, because it's not double. So that's actually pretty good. 4 or 5 at -2, so you get 5 up. So 3 wounds.
Disgusting.
Be pretty unhappy. And then I've got
Oh, it's
my
just
Typhoon
weird.
Missile Launcher, heavy 2.
There's weird roll in the back. It says specifically that if you have a plasma obliterator
Dude, I'm going so many
with
ones.
a Death Guard army.
Heavy weapon, iron hands. Both hit. Strength 8, still need 5s. It's 1 at a -3, so you get a 6 up for that one. Oh, this one does D6. Come on, are you serious? Yeah. The crack missiles does 2. Alright. That wasn't. Well. Ay. That's my turn.
Okay. So that was turn 1. Alright.
Just wasted those cultists. I thought they would last
Oh gosh.
for 2 turns.
Alright, here's the end of turn 1. A lot of crazy stuff happened. A lot of crazy rolls. Alright, so Steel Talons. Over here you'll see 3 tombstones. That's because 3 of his plasma guys died from the plasma obliterator. It was epic. My multi-melta failed completely. And I forgot about a stratagem because I totally would have done it. But I was able to waste at least one of his intercessors?
Intercessors, yep.
Yep. And then you'll see a bunch of these tombstones. And you might remember all the Chaos Cultists that used to be there. Well, now they are in the ground. They're dead. So that was fun. And then, yeah, so fire from mainly the Steel Talon, or the Steel Talon, the
Storm Talon.
Storm Talon. Yeah. Fire from that knocked the Plasma Obliterator down to 13 wounds from 20. And yeah, then the assassin looked upon the great vastness and brutality of Burgle von Nurgle, who was my leader, my warlord, and stuttered. And he rolled many ones after rerolls, after command points. So it was great. That's turn 1. On to turn 2.
Quickly. You know?
Turn 2.
Roll C's turn 2.
Huh?
I'm gonna roll C's turn 2. Back. Right.
A bit of a pickle, you might say.
Imagine if I'd gone with the drop pod instead of the storm talon. Would have been better for you, actually, because I would have had less heavy weapons to deal with the plasma obliterator.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been working on the veterancy traits.
Mm-hmm.
keeping like these little inspirations. One of them, vehicles, is impervious. Strength 4 and below weapons can't hurt it. Because I miss that. I miss vehicles just being like a bolt gun. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, that's
A las
They're-
pistol? Yeah, right.
yeah, they're impervious to small arms. That's why you have tanks.
Yeah.
uh,
So that's one of the abilities you can get. And I also did like a tank shock rule. Basically, what I call it, it's like crushing weight. If you charge with a vehicle, it does a mortal wound. But if it has like a dozer blade or something on it, it does like D3 mortal wounds or something. +1, I think. I think it's D3, and then if the unit is 10 or more models, then it's D3 +1. Stuff like that. I think some of the abilities are definitely more powerful, but that's okay.
Alright. Going to advance him.
Oh.
One of the things that the noxious flight bringer does, like units within 7 inches, they roll 2 dice and take the highest for advancing. Which is it's actually
That's
not
alright.
bad because I just wanted to get right behind here.
Trying to hide. What kind of warlord is that? Sure, he'll earn his trait, but he's not going to get any
No, that's
veterancy.
That's assault.
Oh. Oh, advances, flip it over, yeah. I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Albert has less wounds, but he can't be bracketed.
Okay. That's my movement. Yeah. So I guess we start with
The almighty plasma obliterator.
yeah. I'm gonna go into this that squad.
I'm gonna.
You can wait to see like what I roll.
Okay. So
Like, you
2d6.
can just it's a reaction, so you decide after you see the fire that's coming, right?
Holy crap.
Well, what comes around good. What goes around comes around, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's really, really hurting you, this game.
I'm This is still a worrisome game because you have a freaking flying thing, you have something that can
Shoot at it!
shoot anything. No. I'm more concerned with just wiping out.
My sniper literally does one thing. He shoots characters. He can't do anything else.
So what is it? 4? Something like that?
5s.
5.
Definitely.
5s, really?
Yeah, because it's like automated defenses.
Was that to be a death card character?
I'm taking cover. That could kill my whole squad.
Hunker down?
Yeah, hunker down.
Alright. Hunker down! Let's do one of the green dots. That's green. Hunker down! So,
Gives me +2.
Yep.
Which I think will give me maybe a 5 up against that thing.
+2 is cover save, minus what, 1? Yeah, -1 to your ballistic skill.
And I can't charge.
And you can't charge or advance in the next one. Alright,
That was the only thing I was like, I don't want to advance maybe though. But there's no advancing if they're dead.
what is my to hit or to wound?
2.
2.
Only 1. Obliterator. Pretty sure it's a -4. I think all plasma's -4.
Yeah.
What's my -3?
Really?
Yeah. So.
No, plasmas are -3. Oh, brute.
Oh, so then my guys are -4. They're special because their stat was -4. That's interesting. Yeah, so -3, so they get a 4 up. Well, the one guy gets a 4. Hey! Would like those. Alright, who's next?
Wait, what?
I rolled a 6. Oh, you did?
1?
Oh.
3.
That's like. That's when you said 1.
Yeah, no, like 1 is in.
So I just roll 2 single pains for him. Hey, he's not dead.
Alright. Fire from cultists inside.
Mm-hmm. So rapid fire.
No rapid fire.
Heavy Stuber. The rules for when, for if I destroy it.
Alright. So 3s. Let's see.
Decent. Any?
No, just out. And 5s. Except for the heavy silver is 4.
Right. 1. Oh, that's. I'm like. No, that saves because they.
Hunker down.
Yeah.
Alright, the Hellbrute. Let me shoot you, pretty boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You moved again, sucker. It's -2 to hit. That still is.
Yep. What is it doing?
8, so you need 3. Okay. And it's a -4, yeah?
-4.
So I get a 6 up from cover. Then. Oh, yes. So much damage.
6. Yes!
And
6 wounds!
feel no pain.
Oh.
5 wounds. Oh, 4 wounds. It's very hard to look at. I like that.
Oh.
He has 13. Let's do
Where does your feel no pain come from?
my chapter tactic.
The Iron Hands?
Yeah. Everybody's got a 6 up.
Mm.
We're good at Overwatch and heavy weapons. So long as I stay in my devastator doctrine, which I probably will. For the whole game. Because I need those heavy weapons.
That's all my shooting.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, they're
All
all shot.
right. So these lads are going to unhunker down. Where's their Go, 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 go!
Right, yeah, I know. Okay. Can I run fast enough if I advance? I think I'd rather just slug it out behind this rock. These lads. Climb to the top of the mountain. Actually, Stone Town. I'm actually gonna go where you are. Go to Stone Town. Up there. I'm actually gonna go further so that I don't lose line of sight. And the assassin has to move again. Actually, I want him to start advancing forward. I would argue that I can't see Virgil on Myrtle, but I can see the Plague Caster.
Plague Bringer.
Yeah, whatever.
You can shoot. Is it? It's a heavy weapon and an assault weapon.
That's heavy weapon.
So you advanced?
No.
Oh,
I mean, like
you
advance
meant-
forward.
Oh,
Yeah. Do an arrow then for me. Zigzagging with my assassin. Alright. Shot number 2. Use one of the pre-dice this time. Okay. Haven't used a command point yet. I wound you on a 2. 6 does additional damage if I roll it. Okay. I've wounded you. Doing better. How much damage does that do? Come on. Let's go back to the assassin. I really wish I had brought my cards. I wouldn't have to keep switching. Alright, so the exit rifle. Do you have armor? You probably have 3 up, right?
yeah, 3.
So you do get a 6 up armor save.
Okay. For 1?
Yeah. Okay. Does D3 wounds. That's 1. Headshot. After this model is made an attack with a ranged weapon, roll 1d6. If the model suffers damage from the attack but has not been slain, on a 3-up you suffer a mortal wound.
Wait, what?
You suffer a mortal wound in addition. Does that kill you? So you've suffered 2 wounds so far.
One. What? He gets an extra wound just because he hit someone?
It's called headshot. It's specific against or against infantry. Like if I... Is it just against infantry? After this model has made an attack with a ranged weapon, roll 1d6 if a model suffered damage from that attack but has not been slain.
Yeah, okay.
On a 3-up, that model suffers 1 mortal wound. And if it's still not dead, I roll again. On a 4-up, it suffers a mortal wound. 5-up, mortal wound. 6-up, mortal wound until I fail or the model is killed.
What in the world?
So how many wounds do you got?
4, but
Because I've
I
done
think
2.
discussing the first one, right?
You can discuss both of them.
So do I do that now?
I had to do the first one because I wouldn't have caused a wound in the first place if you passed this one.
Okay.
Okay, and then the second one. So that one saves. So now I gotta do the 4-up. Okay.
Who made this freaking... Does this make sense to you? Alright, disgusting. Got it.
Jeez. And a 5 up. Nope. So just a 1 wound.
What in the world? Like,
You're pretty resilient to it though.
how does that...
Because he's an uber sniper.
Okay, what? The bullet comes apart and becomes multiple different freaking bullets?
No, he shot you in the head.
Like, I understand that, but...
And it's a specialized weapon to kill characters. Or leaders. Or... Man, 1 wound.
Seems a little bizarre to me.
The sniper is really failing me.
Oh, I did disgusting like the boss.
Yeah, you did. Alright, we're gonna supercharge. We're gonna supersize it. Not right. I might be in rapid fire, maybe? No, not even close. Hitting that plasma obliterator. Oh look, another 1. Let's reroll that from the captain. There we go, they both hit. 5s. Sweet. It's 4 wounds to the plasma, no save.
So there?
Yep. Because they have a -4 for some reason. Instead of a -3. Alright, you know what? This thing...
Is it 4 wounds?
Yeah, because they do 2 apiece when they overcharge.
Alright.
That thing's actually going down pretty quickly. Considering
Yeah,
I don't have any really anti-heavy armor weapons.
You have a lot of firepower.
Then
I don't have firepower because I have chaos cultists and boxwalkers.
Yeah.
So the things that I can shoot at you with, you can like target prioritize. And I have to freaking hide because you had an assassin. Like,
Shoot back at him.
okay, yeah. With what? You killed all of the cultists, and he's like things in between. And I'd rather freaking shoot this thing over here.
Got a rhino full range now. Charge me. You'll mess him up if you charge him.
Yeah, sure, and then lose the battle because I went after the one assassin in the corner.
So, Stormpal's shooting with the obliterators everything. So is the missiles. Iron hands. 5s. Nope. And the missile cannons.
The what?
Same target. Plasma. I hate that plasma. Yeah, it's objective. So 4 wounds. You get a 5 up. So that does 3. My dreadnought's going into your hill group.
This is becoming frustrating. All because of that stupid assassin. Like,
assassin that hasn't done anything.
yeah, but he could do a hell of a lot, which means I have to hide from him. So he just starts
Or get close
sniping.
combat. I can't shoot close combat.
Oh, okay.
Just no, I'm saying I can't shoot you when you're in close combat.
Yeah, but you're still far away.
That's not my fault. I'm coming. You're scared of intercessors?
No, I'm scared of the freaking...
Well, if you go this way, I'll lose sight of you. Rolling 1s. That one doesn't.
Where's this at, the intercessor?
This
Or
is
the
this guy.
Slugger?
This is the
Halberd?
slug out between Halberd and the
Yeah.
need 5s. So 3 4-ups. Two. Do you rage out? Not yet. Got the anti-aircraft weapon. Does one shot. Missed. And then storm bolters. Not those. Nothing. Intercessors. Shoot the Hellbrute, because that's all we can see. That misses because they hunkered. No. Yeah, that's that.
Okay. So that's turn 2?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so this is the aftermath of turn 2. I'm the attacker, so I went first, and I kind of bumped my Hellbrute back a little bit, moved these guys back a little bit, and then moved that Chaos Rhino up. And yeah, shooting. Did I do anything this turn shooting? I put a wound on this intercessor squad.
Yeah, and you hit my dreadnought with a melta.
Oh yeah, that's right. I caused some wounds on the dreadnought. Yep. So and then he did a lot to the plasma obliterator. Got it down to 6 wounds. I started the turn with like 13, I think, or something.
18? I've been
18?
doing a lot of damage with the Hellblasters to it, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Hellblasters.
And then he got 1 wound on my Noxious Blightbringer from his assassin. Freaking dirtbag assassin. And yep. So that's turn 2. There you go.
What have you done?
Maybe I didn't start it back up.
Well, that's awkward.
Middle of turn 3.
Resuming the archive. So I hit 4 times with my intercessors on the Plague Boy. Pistol Man, and I did 2 wounds.
Yeah. So for the archive footage, what has just happened since I'm just going to recap it from turn 2, from the end of turn 2, from the beginning of turn 3, because I don't know when that shut off or if I just forgot. But anyways, they moved these guys down. Well, actually, yeah, my turn. I moved all my Poxwalkers and Chaos Cultists out this way.
Because she gonna blow.
Shot here, and I did, yeah.
You made them hunker down.
Yep, made them hunker down, and I got a wound, right? No,
No,
I got a wound from the plasma.
No, you didn't do any wounds from them this turn. Because I hunkered.
That's right. Anyways, shot with the plasma obliterator to there and did nothing as well. Melta sunk 4
I think it was
wounds.
5.
It was 5, but you saved 1. Was it?
Well, I've got 4 left.
Anyways, yeah, he has 4. Melta sunk some wounds into there. He's at 4 wounds left. I advanced my Rhino around, and then the other 2 dudes kind of moved up further that way.
Shot at the Marines, didn't do anything.
Yeah, I had to. My Noxious Blightbringer rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Then I re-rolled that 1 because of the Chaos Lord rule. And then I rolled another 1. And then I CP to roll a 2. So he didn't die because I supercharged. He didn't die, but he missed. So there's that. And I forgot to go to ground, or else he would have.
Oh, yeah.
He would have. And I've gone back too many times on that. I just have to remember. So that was my turn. His turn, he moved these guys down, shot. He killed 1 Poxwalker with his captain, and he did 2 more wounds on the plasma obliterator from the plasma guys. And then, what, did you do anything there?
I'm just now returning fire.
Okay.
2 wounds to be saved.
Yep, so now we are here, his intercessors, which I'm sure you can't see, right on the other side of the church.
Yeah, sure.
Is shooting into who?
The noxious
Lightbringer. What is it? 2-3 ups?
Yeah, just regular. Oh no, actually, they do actually have AP on their guns because they're special. Let me check real quick. Special Primaris boys. Intercessors. No, it's no AP.
3
You can give them like a heavy weapon.
Alright, so
A heavy weapon that is AP -2?
1 disgusting. Got him.
He's disgusting, alright.
Alright. Not just Lightbringer. Doing some work, doing the Lord's work.
Alright. Storm Talon is going to try to bring that sucker down. So, starting with the missiles.
The Obliterator.
Firing everything at it. Starting with the missiles. Rolling 1s because of my devastated doctrine with firing hands. Both hit. Need 5s.
Iron Hands are dope.
That wounds and does D6 because of the crack. But you get a 6-up save, I believe.
6 up. Okay.
No, it's a 5-up, but you rolled a 3. D6 wounds. Yes, it's gone. Doesn't explode, which would just be
It was like 6, right?
4-up. So it's plasma. Okay, so we just remove the model is all that happens. It doesn't hurt anything outside of it.
Man, we really need to make some cotton smoke balls.
It exploded though. I don't think it would be there anymore.
No,
It'd be like a crater.
to have to indicate like when vehicles blow up and stuff like that.
It's a good thing you got out.
Yep, I felt it coming. All right,
That's one objective. Now I have to at least contest that to win.
Contest it to win?
Because I've scored one objective. You have to keep me from contesting it. So if you hold that and I don't contest it, we each have one objective, and you win ties.
But if it's contested,
Then neither of us hold it, and I have one objective scored.
Okay.
I don't exactly have a lot of models to hold it with, though. So I don't know that that's going to be all that hard for you.
Yeah.
Because with all your Plague Marines still, like that's...
Yeah. Okay.
So this guy, he's going to fire everything into the Rhino.
Yep.
D3 for the Icarus rocket pod. 2. I'm bracketed, so I don't hit on 4s, hit on 5s with this because it's an anti-aircraft weapon. Nothing.
Word.
All of the onslaught.
Yep. Is it rapid fire? Dude, that'd be so.
It has
so
stormbolters
super.
that are rapid fire,
Alright, well.
but they don't do much damage. There's no 1s in there. Dumb.
Okay, so Iron Hands get. Oh, that's the doctrine.
But the Iron Hands have they improve the doctrine. So we roll 1s.
So improved doctrine for that. Well, that's a badass doctrine.
The doctrine itself is just one more AP value.
Oh, so what was the reroll to 1s? That's the Iron Hands.
So Iron Hands ignore the penalty for moving with a heavy weapon and get reroll 1s with a heavy weapon.
And get a feel no pain.
And Overwatch on 5s and 6s.
What?
Your toughness 7, so I need 5s.
5s, yeah.
So there's 3 at -2, which gives me 5s. Are the rhinos disgusting? Is everything disgusting?
No.
Okay. I don't think so.
It's mainly just the
infantry, the light infantry, or the demons.
Yeah.
Get right up to the mic with this one.
I didn't know that. Okay.
How do you do?
So 5s?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so 2 damage.
2 damage. Off of 10. Leaving me with 8.
And then I have the Stormtroopers.
We should get like some acrylic tokenage that just like a few sets of like 1 through 20 or something.
Right.
So that whenever it's, instead of doing that, which you can't really see that well from the camera, it's just something that's a big number that's clear.
Yeah.
And everyone knows, like, hey, that's how many we have, that's how many wounds that model has left. Make things as clear as possible.
Not even excited for the sniper. This is for your Lord. Now we're gonna go for Bellboy again. I swear.
Oh my gosh. You just rolled. Bro,
The command point.
as much as I bitched about this freaking model,
It's doing shit.
it's still pissing me off though.
Oh my god!
You just did this freaking too.
How is this happening?
Oh.
I've spent 3 command points re-rolling his rolls and failing them anyway.
on a 2-up.
I don't understand.
I'm not sorry anymore, by the way. I'm not sorry anymore.
I'm bringing 4 Vindicators next time.
Yeah. No,
1 on each corner.
that would make me very angry. Yeah, you just do that, and you're like, okay, cool. Oh yeah, all that.
One of them gets to your character. He's still gonna miss anyway.
It's okay.
Shitballs, that's your name.
Oh
my god.
Good times.
Did I do everything?
Good times.
I think I did everything.
Freaking
Oh my god.
ones and ones. Like drawn out box cutters, baby. That slow screeching.
Do the recap already. Gosh.
It takes its time to get there, but the whole time is excruciating.
Maybe I should just run in and do close combat. Maybe
You should
better.
totally do that.
Just spend the next 2 turns moving and advancing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, speaking of, just come up, and we don't have to apply it here, unless you're thinking of something crazy. But I think strategic reserve should be able to do anything with objectives, because they're not. You know what I mean? Like strategic reserve should have limits for how they participate in the army role, because the army's there. Because otherwise, you just have everything in strategic reserve and just have a roving army, and then just like put everything in.
The downside to that is then they're stuck with that army now. They don't just go back to strategic reserve. They're attached now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then your other armies are vulnerable. They don't have the access to those assets.
Alright. Turn 3. Turn 3 recap, right? Yeah, I guess I just didn't turn it back on. Alright, turn 3 recap. Here we go. So we've got so my turn. I advanced this guy up. I moved my HQ dudes around. Well, my character guys around. Hellbrute stayed where he's at. The Poxwalkers and Chaos Cultists got out of the Obliterator just in time because Kyle murdered the Obliterator, which is one of the objectives in the game, so there's that. Anyways, they fired the Plasma Obliterator and the Chaos Cultists that got out, fired into this unit of Plasma Primaris dudes, and did nothing but made him hunker down.
which means that he can't advance and charge in the next turn, as well as the other modifiers. Then he moved his guys up, but I was able to. Who got that one guy? Was that there before, or was that this turn?
What was this turn?
Who did that?
That's a good question.
Well, one of the intercessors died. You can check out the archive footage, but he's dead. So there's that. And then yeah, Melta from Hellbrute hiding behind the mushroom hut. Freaking got his pretty boy down to four wounds. Anyways, so that. Oh yeah, and then the Vindicator assassin
Vindicator.
did it again.
Piece of shit.
Rolled a 1, and then he re-rolled that 1
With a command point.
with a command point, only to roll a 1. This is the second time he's done this in this game, so it's been great for me, not for him. And but in the archive footage, I'm griping about the assassin a lot, so I'm still mad, even though he's not doing anything. Anyways, turn 3. Okay. My turn. So then this goes away? Alright, we're gonna disembark there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like my intercessors are gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can get within 1 inch, right? Easy.
No, they can't be within 1 inch. Be away.
No, I mean, like,
Right.
I can get within, not within 1 inch.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm totally still gonna shoot.
There's no reason not to. It's not like
For sure.
it's just the objective to get into close combat and kill them. You can probably kill them with shooting too. Yeah, pretty much the only reason I have to stay in this fight after this round is to try to get kills for my captain. Get him leveled up. But otherwise, I'm probably going to just withdraw.
Probably about to give you a lot of kills. I don't know, should I? Should I just run?
I mean, you could potentially wipe out the plasma dudes.
Yeah. That's worth it.
They're a bit more expensive than your chaff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, they've done nothing this whole game, so.
That's good.
Yeah. Alright, anyways. Freaking. Oh, do they have faster?
They probably don't move faster than 6.
There's something that did that surprised me though.
What?
They don't have a 4-inch move.
Oh. What?
Whoops.
Only 4?
You know what? They're gonna stay right there. Well, because alright, so let's think about this. Yeah, because they're zombies. They're slow.
But 4?
So my 9 inches that I did would have been busted down to 7.
Yeah.
Which means I'd be 2 inches back, so I can go 2 inches forward.
But still within charge distance.
Yeah. But then you get to Overwatch.
You get to Overwatch anyway.
Not if I don't charge.
But, yeah. What if they make it? You know?
Yeah, freaking
It's what, 8?
9.
No, that's not terrible.
Yeah, no rerolls or anything.
I don't want to do it.
You still have 2 command points.
Chaos Soldier, you stay right there.
Oh, I should have rinsed the Hellbrute. You had 2 wounds left?
Yep.
Oh, I thought he had more than that.
Yep.
Shoot.
He's staying right there, too. Alright. Yeah, I moved everything. Yep. Okay. Alright. Cultists. Over there. And we're definitely in rapid fire range. But you had. Did you actually kill any of them? Notice them? 1, 2, 3,
No, I shot the poxwalkers.
6, 7, 8, 9. Not 10.
Yeah, the plasma shot at the Obliterator, and the captain shot at the poxwalkers, so they haven't even shot at yet.
Okay.
Unless my intercessors miraculously survive this.
They are alright. Gone to ground.
And they're not on the ground.
Gone to ground.
Really? He's not gonna join in? Well, he might not have room to join in.
Yeah. The order of which things will go down.
Yeah.
Yep. So Chaos Cultist is there.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking
Trees.
3s.
Shoot those trees. Yeah, pretty good. But can you cause wounds?
5s and 4s.
There's 3. Trifles. Hey, we're fine.
Okay.
Got some Hellbrute.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There.
Hitting on a 4.
Got him.
Hey, wounding on a 3.
Got him.
D6. No, I got 6 more, so.
Got him.
I have to save 2 of those.
7 wounds to the
5. You pick the highest.
Oh damn.
That would still kill him if I.
Yeah.
I have to save 2 of them.
5 wounds.
Okay. I'll save 1.
4 wounds.
Does
I
she
got
explode?
through.
No, it doesn't explode.
And Pretty Boy's gone. The Hellbrute has won the Duke off.
Yeah. All right.
That was good for me.
Yeah.
That was good for me. Okay.
I love the way that looks.
We're gonna do these guys.
Yep.
So 2 blight launchers.
I don't know if you're ready to play Ranger.
Okay, 2 blight launchers. Plasma gun. And then what does the champion come armed with?
Probably just a pistol. Either a pistol or a bolt gun.
Each model is armed. Yeah, so bolt gun is what he's got. Alright, so then 7 bolt guns.
15
1,
shots.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hitting
Threes.
on 3s.
And I can reroll 1s.
Well, are you within 6?
Are you within 6?
Oh,
Of Industrial
yeah,
Warfare.
should check that.
It's close. No.
No? Okay.
Just out. You're out by like half an inch.
Should have thought about that. See, but yet another thing where I'm thinking about your dumbass over there. Okay.
Otherwise, that's not doing anything.
So plasmas are going to be what, 5?
To wound?
Plasma gun. Yeah, to wound.
No, it's going to be 3.
Yeah, 3. I'm the wrong way with that. 3.
Bolt guns are 4. Light launchers, I don't know.
Light launcher is strength 6, so 3. So 3's and 4.
Yeah.
Um,
3, 4, so 5 regular oversights.
Oh, and hold on. The light launcher, light weapon, but I think that's it. Oh, reroll wounds of 1.
Ta-da! Wounds.
Yes, there's it.
So bolt gun saves. All good. And then plasma's 18-3. Is the light launcher also 18-3? 2. Minus 2. So I'll do plasma first. 6 up. Actually, it still fails. And then feel no pain. Nope. He takes a wound. I currently have 2 of armor minus 2 of force. Holy crap. Feel no pain. Those are 1 damage each.
No, there's D3.
Okay, roll the D3 then.
For 2?
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go for 2. So the first guy dies. No, that's definitely not this right.
And go for it.
And the other guy dies.
Sweet. Sweet. Okay. When do you check morale? At the end?
That's not enough for them.
Oh yeah, that's not enough, that's right. You just make him run away. Well then. Until you charge.
Oh yeah.
Charge the plate greens first.
Alright, Overwatch. What hits? And wounds.
It's just a
It's regular.
so
3 up.
3. Got him. That was my fully muted.
Wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Any other charges? Is the rapid fire thing the same thing where you can't assault?
No, you can do it. That's ignored.
I'm not gonna shoot flash markers. Just leave it alone, okay?
Alright, so hit me.
What? So the
Play
play
nice.
champions 2. Anyone else? Did you? You didn't
Everyone else is 1.
9.
No one has died on your side yet.
Alright. Yes. And they're plague weapons, so they reroll wounds of 1. But also have Death of the False Observer.
He's not false. I feel happy.
Alright, so 3s, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so wow.
2 ones in there.
Oh my gosh. It's not cool. Alright, but these guys,
Don't you have Death of the False Emperor?
yeah, it's each time you roll a hit roll of 6.
Oh, I thought you rolled 1.
6 up, yeah. For a model with this ability.
So it counts as an extra hit.
Daily, extra attack, so.
Oh, extra attacks. Yeah,
2 extra attacks.
These in themselves do not generate further attacks.
Yep, so 4.
Yeah.
Plague weapon, is it?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just rolls of 1.
Ta-da. 4.
Take you alive.
He's dead.
Yeah! That was a great turn for me.
Yep. So now I'm going to take my turn and flee.
Tombstone!
Yep. Alright. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much.
I didn't even shoot the Chaos Lord. Oh well. What's the rules for fleeing?
It's at the end of the turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get line of sight on you.
Oh, you totally gonna give me back my 1 poxwalker, bro.
With my captain, I don't know about that.
Kill your captain, get my 1 back. After you don't kill
If
any
you
of
can
the
kill
other-
my captain in this fight, like. Alright, sniper is gonna shoot the Hellbrute because I can't get line of sight on them. I'm probably gonna kill it too. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, 1? Again? Oh my gosh!
I'm saving that command point for my casualty rolls.
Bro. That is.
Of all the things to keep rolling 1s.
It is what it is, man. You literally, I don't think you've rolled not a 1.
I did 1 damage.
It's good. So it should be. It's because he's carrying a freaking wall through the desert. Like, who does that? Then he doesn't even use the high run.
My Storm Talon is gonna.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
Have you been tracking wounds caused by your characters? Pretty sure one of them got a wound. I think it was the Bellboy. I don't think your command lord's gotten any.
No. Bellboy's definitely not going to be, because I only have 1 shot with the plasma.
Yeah.
I think the
So it's the Lord then.
Lord did, yes.
What am I shooting at? I'm gonna shoot the
That's
Rhino
where that.
from
That's
this
where
distance.
that one freaking one that we can remember. That's where that came from,
Probably, yeah.
or a wound. A wound came from that somehow. I don't think you.
Shoot the, so I'm gonna shoot the missiles of the Rhino. The rest of the shots with the Marines.
Only
Missiles.
infantry or crap on the ground can like your flyer couldn't challenge the objective, right?
It can if it hovers, but it won't survive. It's not durable enough. So those both wound.
If it hovers,
Then you can charge it and stuff. And it loses its hard hit, and it's not worth it. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
So 2 5-ups for your Rhino. D6 each.
Ooh.
7. He's got 1 left. That's fine. He doesn't get veteran status. That's all I really wanted.
Ooh.
Want to deny that veterancy.
What kind of veterancy would a Rhino get? Like better brackets or something?
Maybe if you look at what I wrote, you know, dude. Marines.
I have you tell me what you wrote.
you really need to read? Dude, I wrote a lot.
I believe you. I don't think you understand how busy I've been this week.
Yeah.
It's, and not even, like, I've had time off, but I've been so, like, maxed out on, like, stress and just, like, punched out on doing anything.
Yeah, I understand. So those are 5 ups on the Marines. 4 of them.
Disgusting.
Are they actually disgusting?
They are.
Remains to be seen.
2.
I was hoping to kill a lot more than that, so whatever. Weapons don't matter because I'm going to withdraw after this. Tombstones. Get your tombstones over there, man.
I'm working on it. I don't have any twofers.
Well, you don't have to use the 2s.
Oh my god,
That's just like save space, really.
Yeah.
The Hell Blasters.
See, because right now you have like a plume of smoke coming from here, plume of smoke coming from there.
You know what? I'm gonna get the Plague Marines with my Hell Blasters.
Plague Marines?
Yeah, if I can kill enough of them. Because it's a -4 AP. Like, you're not rapid fire, right? Well, so that'd be a maximum of 2 guys. That's not enough. Never mind. We'll hit the cultists. Because it'll probably make them run a little bit. They are on rapid fire. I'm not supercharging because I'm double their strength anyway, or their toughness. Captain. Good. You can 2s. And they're just going to vaporize when I hit them. Yeah, that's 4 that just vaporize. Oh man. Those are hilarious.
Yeah. I can't wait to paint the other one so I can have like max 30. And then it might work out. Just like put them on a hill.
Yeah.
You know? That's it. Put them on a hill, you're just on the ground, you're never going to move. And hopefully something comes in range and you can just kind of maybe hurt it.
I'm going to shoot a pot with my captain. Okay. All good?
Oh wait, how many? You killed 4?
Yeah. 3 wounds for my captain. Take your disgusting.
3 wounds?
Yeah. Oh, not so disgusting now, are you? Yeah, dude.
So 3?
Yeah. My captain has caused 4 wounds so far. I may not win this battle. I'm getting lots of experience.
For your captain?
Yeah. He's my only character. I mean, Stormtown will gain veterancy.
He's your only hope.
And that's it. It's just them. Because they've suffered more than 50%. Assassin doesn't get veterancy. Alright, and now I'm going to charge you.
Ah. But I want my poxwalkers to get veterancy.
Oh, do your hilarious morale for your cultists.
4.
Yeah.
So what? I need to, what is it? I need to get above my leadership or below
it.
So there's no way I can.
So if you roll a 3 or higher, you take casualties. You lose 2 more. Amazing. Alright, now I'm in charge.
2 more?
Yep. That should be good. Yeah, that makes it.
Man, we did need more gravestones.
Do you need more? I got more.
No. Okay. I mean, no, I'd be able to do the big one.
Oh crap! I've got 5 base attacks, and I have a 6th
I'm
from
murder
Angel's
this.
Death.
I'm gonna murder this poxwalker.
I hope so. So 5 attacks. Blammo. 2 ones that I get to reroll. Okay, so I still rolled a 1, so that's 5 hits. And I am strength. I'm using my Mastercraft Power Sword for sure. I don't need to use the other thing. So strength 4, needing 3s. That's 5. 5 disgusting.
5 dead? Oh,
No, you get disgusting still. Hold on. How many wounds does this cause each? This is 2 wounds apiece, so you need to roll 10. Well. So that's 3 die.
3?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 4?
Mm-hmm. 3. Because it's 2 damage per attack, so like this was 1. So you. Oh no, you're right. Because 1. So 4, yeah. Sorry, I did that weird.
Really like left the plasma obliterator just get mowed down in this alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, my light infantry have not done so well in this game.
And I wish I had light infantry.
Hey, but I get to kill your captain now.
Sure.
2 attacks.
I've caused 8 wounds with him.
Yeah, what kind of veterans do you have?
I think I just get 1.
Okay.
I think the first one's like easy to get, and then after that, it takes a while.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's how we're doing it. Alright.
And these guys are each going to have warlord traits after this battle too.
Weapon skill 5. Ta-da!
Hey.
Strength 3, so 5 to wound.
Yeah. Toughness 5 actually. So yeah, so 5. There's 1.
And that's not.
Any AP on it? No. Okay. Doesn't hurt me.
It's an improvised weapon. This dude's got a freaking monkey wrench with a spike sticking out of it.
Alright. I'll do my withdrawal, but let's do the recap first.
Oh, so this is the end of the game, then,
End of the game, yeah, because I withdraw.
Alright.
And then we'll have to do like some rolling post game.
Alright, so end of turn 4 and the end of the game because Kyle has withdrawn. Basically, strategically, the units that are below 50%, then you roll for them, right?
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, so, but anyway, some dudes could die from like kind of like a sweeping advance idea or like routing the army type of thing. Alright, so, but he's left, so I win the game. The evil plague has withstood the steel talons. Alright, so as you can see, his pretty boy, Dreadnought, Redemptor Dreadnought is dead. My Hellbrute peeking around the mushroom thing smoked him, so that was great. Over here, my Plague Marines got out, fired in, and killed all but 2 of the intercessors, and then charged in and killed the last one. And then fire from the Storm Talon killed 1 of the Plague Marines there.
2.
2?
Yep, killed 2 of them.
Oh, yep, 2. If you haven't noticed, if you see the gravestones, the color of the base depicts which side lost, which side the death belongs to, whatever. Anyways, yeah, and then just like shot in with a Noxious Blightbringer, did nothing. And I forgot to shoot with the Chaos Lord. His Vindicator Assassin over there had some line of sight. And, on the Hellbrute, that's right.
Couldn't see the characters.
Line of sight on the Hellbrute and failed again, a 1. And he was not willing to spend the CP to re-roll that. But yeah, no. And then as you can notice, as you see here, there's tons of gravestones, tombstones, because my Poxwalkers and Chaos Cultists got out of the about to blow up Plasma Obliterator to just get absolutely mowed down.
By 3 Marines.
By 3 Marines, yep. So, Poxwalkers, there's only 2 guys left, and then there's only 4 chaos cultists left. But other than that, I denied him from being able to contest the church, basically, realistically, and so he called it. And also, again, there's strategic implications of this game, so he had other reasons to call it as well. Anyways, that's a wrap.
Chaos, Death Guard.
Let's remove all the markers.
Oops. Oh, I do. Forces. I need to add a fortification. So you had a Lord Tornado Armor, Obnoxious Blightbringer, Plague Marines, Cultists, Poxwalkers, and Helbert. Chaos Lord, does he have any upgrades? Or do you just have the Commie Bolter still?
Veil Sword.
Yes. That's like a 2-point difference. That's nothing. Oh, one thing to keep in mind, when we're doing upgrades, you're paying the difference in the weapons from what you currently have.
Okay.
Because like, for instance, on my Hellblasters, their base weapon is 75 points. Their upgrade weapon is 85 points. I'm not paying 85 points per weapon. I'm paying 10 points.
Okay.
Because otherwise that would never happen.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
You just had, you had 20 Chaos Cultists total. It was 2 different troops.
Yeah.
One of them.
I'm stubborn.
And Plague Marines had a couple things. 3 with special weapons.
So we got Beetle footage.
Black Launcher. And Black Launcher. And Plasma. I think that's it. And then you also have the Obliterator, which is 190 points. So you had you only have like 30 more points than me.
Oh, I had more points?
Yeah, and that's with the fortification.
So yeah, it was pretty. Well, I felt like, unless you did something different, that seemed like that was going to be the first battle, so I plugged a lot of my resources just into that.
Yeah, same. Have you done any of your rolls yet?
No.
What do you want to roll for first?
Alright, so to be clear, I'm rolling for all these guys over here.
Everything that has died.
Okay. I know 5 or 6, they're dead.
Yep. And removed from your roster. So it'll just look like... there's ways to replenish them too, which you'll probably be able to do pretty easily. You just pay half the power level cost of them back. Unless the squad gets wiped, like your cultist potentially could, I guess. It's a really crappy roll, though.
So for this group, 2.
But then another thing with paying half the cost is like, is it worth it to bring those 2 guys back to, half the power level cost of the whole squad?
Totally not.
Yeah. So they're just going to be weaker for now. Whereas like my intercessors, hell yeah, I'm going to pay.
Yeah.
Probably even if I only lost 1, I'd still pay it.
Alright. Wiped out squad. Forward.
Bring up the veterancy rules.
You round up or down because these guys are power level 3.
Let's see if I said anything about that.
I'd be fine with rounding up just because that's kind of what was. That's like the
Yeah,
theme.
I think so.
8.
Why talk about replenish?
Standing right in the way of the. Alright, Foxwalkers. 4.
I said rounded down. I think it's rounded up though.
I mean, just keeps everything simple. So far, everything that we do is rounding up, right?
Probably.
Plague Marines.
Ooh.
Dang it. Oh. What else? I don't have to. That's my only roll, right? That's my last roll. I don't have to roll for anything else.
No, they're fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna
It's just one model.
command point that. Cool.
So,
Alright, so that's all my rolling.
Yeah.
Alright, so I lost 6 cultists overall and 4 poxwalkers.
okay. And make sure you record units that survive with 50% strength or more, such as the Plague Marines.
Yep.
But not characters. Characters are different.
Yeah.
Characters need to do something. You only have. Alright, so characters. Yeah, the milestones for wounds that characters cause are 3, 10, 15, 20, and 30. So I've reached the first milestone. Actually, pretty close to the second one.
So my Chaos Lord got 1 wound.
Oh, wait, that's right, I forgot. Your Noxious Blightbringer actually got a veterancy level because GPD leaders may learn abilities based on successful defenses they mount. So it's not by wounds for them. And their milestones are 1, 3, and 8. That's battles 1, defense battles 1.
So he gets 1?
Yeah.
So +1 defense or defense experience? +1 experience?
Yeah.
Because that's their only experience tracker, right?
Yep. Non-character or general units gain veterancy.
So I could say my Chaos Lord +1 XP too.
Yeah, because he did wound.
Cool. And then my Plague Marines, they just get 1
They
per
just get
battle
one because they survived with 50% or more.
Cool.
And then once they get to 3 battles, they'll get their first. And then the next milestone is 7, and that's it for now. I felt like general units shouldn't get like super powerful.
So for 50%, you're doing 50% health, so the wounds don't. So the wounds do matter.
Yeah.
So like my halberd and the rhino don't.
Unless it's like, it's by model unless it's like a vehicle. Unless it's a 1 model unit.
Okay.
Light vehicles. So, your... Oh, I think they can earn. Oh, I have it for I have them earning both from wounds and from victories. So he's got 2 separate trackers. But he didn't cause any wounds.
Do you just want to do
Victories?
victories?
I don't know.
Well,
No, because they're kind of separate things.
Yeah.
Like one is like tactician, one is fighter.
okay, yeah.
So you can learn stubborn, which is you may never withdraw forces from battle while this leader is alive. You don't want to. Well, maybe you could possibly benefit from this. All infantry gain a 6 appeal and pain. If you already have a 6 appeal and pain, it's increased to a 5. All your infantry kind of already have disgusting though.
Which is a 5 up.
Trusted tactician.
Do I get disgusting and feel no pain?
All units in your detachment gain +1 leadership,
Ooh.
which would be useful for your poor cultists.
Yeah. That would be a 6 and a 7. 7 instead of a 6 for the leader.
It's just in his detachment though.
Yeah.
Which I actually haven't specified. Once per battle, so unrelenting, once per battle may order a model within 6 inches to fire one of its weapons again in either the shooting or Overwatch phase. Values
One model?
One model. But that includes vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Values as men. If this leader is still alive and his attachment withdraws, you can either reroll 3 failed casualty rolls or designate 1 unit to automatically pass its casualty roll before any rolls are made. Keeper of the Broken Arrow. If this leader is still alive and his attachment withdraws, you may call for Broken Arrow protocols. If you do, the Keeper of the Broken Arrow is slain, and all your units withdraw without making casualty rolls. Enemy forces suffer a special bombardment. Roll a d6 for each enemy unit on the battlefield. On a 5-up, that unit suffers d6 mortal wounds, unless it is a character. Characters only suffer 1 mortal wound. And finally, Tenacious successfully seizes initiative on a 5-up. So not like anything super powerful, but it can help. It can definitely help.
I'm going to do the leadership one.
Yeah. It's called Trusted Tactician.
Trusted tactician. Okay.
I've got a lot to choose from for my captain. Oh, also make sure you give your warlord trait, because he's participated in his first battle.
I can just give it.
Yep. Anyone you want.
Sweet. Man, you had me so pretty scared that you're about to just waste my noxious Bloodbringer and screw up my.
I mean, I was. If I could freaking roll.
So annoyed. Revoltingly resilient. You can add to any you make for your warlord unless not just for the warlord. Unless you wound you are rolling. Unless the wound you are rolling for is a mortal wound. That's not bad. Roll dice for each enemy unit that is 3 inches. Start of any fight phase on a roll of 4 up, that unit suffers a mortal wound. That's a roll that regains 1 less wound at the start of each player's turn. That's pretty freaking awesome. Add 1 to your warlord's toughness characteristic. Yeah, that's pretty good. Reduce all damage inflicted on your warlord by 1 to a minimum of 1. For example, if your warlord failed a saving throw against a weapon that inflicts 3 damage, he will only use 2 wounds. No. Arch Contaminator. Reroll all failed wound rolls when resolving attacks made with a plague weapon. For any friendly Death Guard unit within 7 inches of the Lord.
I'm going to choose Protected by the God Emperor.
What is that?
That's for my veterancy. I get to reroll 1s on failed and vulnerable saves.
dude. Battle Forged. You get Plague Host. All Death Guard. All troops, units, and Death Guard detachments gain this ability. Such a unit that is within range of an objective marker as specified in the mission controls that objective marker even if there are more enemy models within range of it.
It's countered by things with similar ability. That's pretty good. And we are going to be using objectives. So.
Yeah. And then another one, if you're on Battle all infantry and Hellbrute units, such units do not suffer a penalty for moving or firing heavy weapons.
That's really helpful.
Inexorable
Keep in mind,
advance.
I'm also incorporating a lot of rules, like veterancy rules, that help with that as well. Like one of the vehicle veterancy things I did was like heavy weapon suspensors, which also does that.
Mm-hmm.
And if your vehicle already has like power machine spirit, it allows it to fall back and still shoot just at a slight penalty.
Oh, in addition, oh my gosh, this could be huge. In addition, a unit with this ability can fire twice with rapid fire weapons at a range of 18 inches instead of only being able to fire twice, like at the normal one. So 18-inch range would then become
27.
20. That's a weird number.
Yeah.
27. So I can. Alright, so I gain 3 inches on my rapid fire. With that, that's all infantry and Hellbrute.
These proportions aren't that good. The ones come from the book. The regular book. I think I like the ones in here better than the Iron Hand specific ones. Tactics. There we go. Shoot and fade. Now let's start off with stupid photos.
I think I'm going to do Arch Contaminator. So that's me spending this experience? Or is that separate?
No, Warlord they just get for participating in first battle.
So, Burger von Nurgle is an Burger von Nurgle, the Arch Contaminator. Which is Mortarians.
Do I want to increase my feel no pain?
Okay.
Do I want to go faster?
Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking for the what's in our army / post-battle remarks. We'll do it over there in that corner that you're at. Okay. Yeah, I thought throwing some moss on that thing made it look
That was good.
Sure. Let's see. Yeah, I thought that was like thematically a really cool battle too, because the like the sheer number of models that I had, sort of plague, plague zombie fest sort of theme-ish, versus you have like super high quality troops, but way less of them.
Yeah.
However, I do think that adding some building rules, I think just be pretty simple. Like just classify it as a small, medium, or large, and then you can go in it, and you're like same thing. Like you just automatically got on the ground, and you, like get a cover save too, so automatically, and like you just be like just like a piece of terrain basically.
It's not like destructible or anything.
Yeah, and yeah, I would love to have rules for being able to. Like, I think it should be hard, and you should only be able to do it with certain weapons, but be able to actually like break buildings. You know, especially whenever we start talking about strongholds with walls. You know, but I think that would be really, really cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. But you know what we should do? Also? I was thinking about comparing the number of gravestones. I think I was saying gravestones, it's tombstones. Like, yeah, we should do that. Like, we'll do the before the battle, this is what we've got thing, and then we'll do
where everything died.
Yeah, boom, and then like have the gravestones in front of the armies.
Why do I always like lack heavy weapons? Every time I play a game against you, I'm like, oh crap, I have not really anything to deal with that.
Me neither, dude.
You got a freaking multi-melta.
One.
And a plasma obliterator.
Alright, I'll give you that.
That wiped out 3 of my Marines in the opening salvo.
Alright, maybe that would want it. Yeah, I was so sad when I rolled 3 dice, 3 attacks, and then
I was like, oh, okay, this is fine.
Yeah, then it got better.
I won't go to ground. I won't have to, whatever, hunker down. What a fool. You know what, you can just...
You got those points, like the actual points written down?
Yep. You can just go to the back and hide behind that dreadnought.
Oh, that is a sick model.
Yeah. So I've got 6 assassins total. 4 of them are that company, and then 2 of them are a different one. Don't forget this, fella. It's technically part of your army.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Well, yes, you were. My army is so tiny. It's hilarious. I'm really digging those Hellblasters. They were cool.
Mm-hmm. Trying to do this would be the attachments, but not take up so much room.
Right.
But I also have a million models.
Yeah. So this was his. Who's got the Rhine of the Lord?
Yeah.
I'm guessing he has the whole route as well. Or was that in the...
That was, yeah. Yeah, this is just...
This is a stacked attachment.
Well, this is my main army.
Versus
my main army.
Also, though, it's freaking Poxwalkers and Chaos Cultists have 2 actually decent units.
More mobility though.
So, I think that's everything right. Does that look? You look decent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
What the hell? So, I had us like 1 casualty, and then intercessors. I said 3 intercessory.
Intercessory.
I think I was like, must have been talking while I was writing that. I'm thinking intercessors and casualty.
Alright, so.
So yeah, my army now looks like this.
Nice. Yeah, you culled out some of the chaff.
Some of them.
All right, hey, well that was our game, and that was a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got, as you can see, if you saw, we were using little tombstones to indicate where dudes fell in battle.
Yep.
These are all my tombstones that I acquired. Those are the ones I gave him. So you can see, I mean, yeah, I came to the battle with so many more models, but I also ended up with proportionate amount of tombstones.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting too with the strategic bit. You can see in the archive footage we go into it. There's post-game implications on the strategy level. So like we roll for all of these tombstones essentially, and there's a chance for like infantry on a 5-up. On a 5-up, they don't come back. Like they're just dead.
For instance, my force now looks like this.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I lost 6 Chaos Cultists overall, and then 4 Poxwalkers, and then 1 Plague Marine.
So, ratio-wise, not nearly as bad.
Yeah. Yeah, like 1 Intercessor is probably worth 3 or 4 Poxwalkers and or Cultists.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, just the weaponry. Wound-wise, obviously, is worth 2, but then the weaponry difference.
So the battle. I started that out with a nice little split on my forces. I put my assassin where you have good avenues to pick off his characters for a little while.
I hate that thing. I hate it.
I tried to get my my troops, kind of close to the church there, where there was that other strategic objective we captured.
Yeah.
I think one thing I went wrong with there is I split that side. I think I needed to keep the captain closer. He was too far from the objective, because I eventually got him in.
Mm-hmm.
But part of the reason I withdrew was because he was just too far. He can't move fast enough to get there to kill enough guys to win me the game. My intercessors got wiped out. They lasted a good amount of time though. I made a mistake with my dreadnought. I didn't choose to shoot at your Hellbrute that one last turn.
Yeah, my Hellbrute for sniping around the corner.
And I probably could have killed it. Instead, I chose to try to pop the Rhino.
Yeah.
Try to slow down your Marines, and that was a huge mistake.
That was one of my reasons for throwing the Rhino out there. Like, yeah, I needed to get the Plague Marines in, but I also wanted to give you more of options to shoot at, so that you would potentially not... Because it was between like the Hellbrute, the Plasma Obliterator, or now the Rhino coming out. And so I was hoping like, hey, either that or that. I did not want you to kill the Hellbrute.
Yeah. I was surprised how well my Hellblasters did against the Obliterator, especially after losing 3 instantly.
Yeah.
They, those last 2 dudes, they survived the whole game.
Yeah, they did. Well, and I also was not as worried about that squad once I smoked those 3 dudes.
Right. You kind of lay it off of them.
Yeah.
The Storm Talon did work.
It did.
And I was a little disappointed. I kind of wanted it to draw some fire. I wanted you to try to shoot it at least once.
Yeah.
Couldn't bait you into it though.
I think if you didn't have the Storm Talon, if you didn't bring that in from Strategic Reserves, then you would not have killed the Plasma Obliterator.
No, I would not have.
There's no way. So, because you would have had way too much for me to kill your dude with.
My Dreadnought would have been the next option to deal with it.
Yeah. And obviously my Hellbrute was
occupying him just fine.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was very interesting. We had some very interesting rolls. I seized the initiative, which is huge. It was
that was a big deal.
Huge because on that first turn, I smoked your 3 plasma guys with the Plasma Obliterator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. It was like 3 roll. I rolled 2d6 to determine the attacks. I got 3, which is like, well, that sucks. But then all three of those like roll. It was a 5 to. What was it?
It's like 5.
Oh, it was it was a 5 to hit. That's right. It was a 5 to hit, and I rolled 3 5s. It was excellent. So converted on that really good. So that was good. But yeah, no, your Vindicator, whatever it is,
Vindicare.
Assassin, just
so many ones.
Yeah.
So many ones.
With
I spent 3 command points rerolling those ones to just get more ones.
I don't think you didn't convert a single one of those.
No.
On a 2 up, just back-to-back ones.
No, I did convert. I converted a hit.
Oh,
but then
that's right.
Failed wound, CP'd it, failed wound again.
Yeah.
On a 2 up.
Yeah, you got one wound out of that. Oh yeah, because then you could have gotten more, but then I
you did. You got your
disgusting
rolls off.
Resilient like a boss.
Yeah.
But seriously though, even though he or she didn't show up, it was still you can dictate a lot of how I play the game based off of that, just because of the importance of characters on the strategic level. But yeah, no. Either way, it was a really close game. That up until the very end, it wasn't. I wasn't sure. I was feeling behind the ball, and I think you felt the same way. We were both really into it, really feeling like it was hanging on the knife's edge, you know. So basically, strategically now, what happens to your army?
So
they just go back.
They just go back
to the Barren Wasteland area, or
yes.
Okay.
So they're not going far. So you could potentially try to follow up, catch them while they're out there.
Right.
Haven't suffered a ton of losses though.
No.
And you also have the Plasma Obliterator, which is almost 200 points. So you'd actually be down quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's maybe you go for it, maybe you don't. The Storm Talon and the Assassin are now attached to this army, which I kind of wish the Assassin was. I kind of wish the Assassin was off spying still, but that was rough.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, that was a huge win, just because if you had won and pushed me out of that, then that would have really, 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 really screwed over my economy and everything I had going. I didn't have another army in position.
Yeah, you probably would have taken more casualties.
Which would have
probably emboldened me to try to follow up.
Yeah, that could have been the great game right there, Yeah, so anyways, thanks for joining us. Please let us know in the comments how we're doing. If you like the idea, if you have any improvements, any sustains. Yeah, hope you like it. We're loving it.
Yeah, really enjoying it so far.
Yeah, and like, subscribe, tell your friends, do all that stuff, please. If you like it, if we're not doing stuff that's worth your while, then let us know so that we can make it better. But other than that, see you next time.